Hello, and welcome to the presentation for image sliders by Mio Ramirez from CIT 230. First of all, what is an image slider? Image sliders, also known as image carousels or slideshows, can be a convenient way to display multiple images, videos, or graphics on your website. Compelling images can draw new visitors into your site, capturing their attention immediately. There are quite a few different ways to create slideshows, and I'm just going to show you a few of them. The first one is the slider with light box. When you don't have enough space on your site to create a large slider, but you still want your visitors to see the images, those large images, you are looking for a light box. The light box allows the visitor to click on the larger image and view it. So if we click on it, we can see the larger image that is behind the light box. Another way that we can create a slideshow is by doing an image carousel. And just as this name says, the carousel sliders, they show from different slides of pictures that you have downloaded. And carousel sliders are responsive and they look really good on any device. You can even make them full width to fill the entire browser with. On a smaller device, a carousel shows less images without changing their size. If we click on it, we can see from the bottom that it's changing the different image size, 1, 2, 3, depending on how many you have. Another feature is called lazy loading, and this one is one of the most useful settings for an image slider. When you add several images, that slows down your page. You don't want your visitors to be waiting there, and frankly, that's how they actually leave your site. So you just want to use a lazy loading to speed up the page by downloading only a few images upon visit. I'm not going to focus on this or explain more since Capiz has done a presentation on this subject. So just take a look at his presentation for more information. Another one is called the thumbnails, and thumbnails are great for navigation because that way the visitor can see at the bottom the pictures and they don't have to be looking through them one by one. And we can customize the thumbnails to match your site's layout. By default, the slide background image is used as the thumbnail, but you can upload a custom image or you can leave it to the slider to create them automatically for the background photo. I have used W3 Schools coding to see the slideshow or the thumbnails at the bottom that you can see here. You can see the larger image on top and click through it. And also at the bottom, you can click which image you want to see, so you don't have to click through each one of them. One thing that I found on W3 was an image comparison slider, and I think this is my favorite one. I thought it was really nice. With that, you have two images that overlaid, and you can see the difference between them. So you can slide to one side and see one, or slide to the other and see the full picture. And I have this one here as well, where on the two images, if you flip to the one side, you see the full image on that one, or flip to the other side. These are completely different, but when you change it, you can see the comparison for each picture. I thought that was really nice, really cool. There are a few popular WordPress image slider plugins on the market that we can use. One of them is called Next Gen Gallery, and it says that it's the most popular WordPress image gallery and a slider plugin on the market. This one, it has a free download, but it also has selected extensions. So depending on your needs for your website, you would choose either the free one, or if you want to update, they can go from $79 to $139. And there's another one called Meta Sliders, sorry. Meta Slider makes creating slideshows very easy because it only takes a few minutes to create a slideshow. You can drag and drop images from your media library and then create captions and links and complete your SEO fields all in one place. Meta Slider is a popular image slider plugin for WordPress. Meta Slider also has a pro version, and they go from $39 to $149. So, depending on your needs again, or which one you think might be easier for you to use, you can choose between this one and NextGen Gallery. There is a word of caution regarding slideshows. So before you install or activate any image slider, consider carefully whether you need a slider or not. So don't start designing or building before you consider how it will affect your user experience, SEO, conversion, or in loading time for your website. And there were a few features that were suggested on the website that we need to look for. So one of them is just make sure that the slider you choose has top-notch usability, so it's easy to use. And just make sure also that the slider is responsive, because it depends on the browser. There are some browsers that are not compatible to them. Also make sure that you have the ability to change the settings of your image slider, like the speed and how it looks, how it feels. Make sure that your image is not too big. It shouldn't take the whole area above the fold. There should always be something written on top of the web page somewhere. Some of the sources I've used is Imagely.com, MatchLabs, SitePoint, and where I got most of the information was from Smart Sliders 3 and W3 Schools. I have also created a CodePen showing a slideshow, and I will show you that now. So here it is. There's an automatic slideshow that you can create, and just make sure that you use the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for all your slideshows. They work together. On this one, you can see that is automatically scrolling to the next picture. And depending on the speed that you want, you can change the JavaScript. For example, on the 4 here, if you change it to a 1000, it's pretty much just 1 per second. So it goes pretty fast. So if you change it, you can see the speed. And you can look for the speed that you need. That will make sure that your visitors can take a look at the whole images. And the other one is just a regular image slice where you can manually flip through the pictures like this, and there is a caption at the bottom that you can put the name of the picture that you're looking at. So just manually go through the bottom and see each picture. So this has been my presentation. Thank you so much for taking the time to look through it, and just make sure that you see the CodePen and see if there's anything that you need to create your own slideshow. Thanks again.